Hello, good people. I'm Grace, and this is my channel, Grace Justice, also known as Goddess X, also known as Heaven's Angel. I'm going to continue with my lesson about you don't need money when you can do the math. Thank Archangel Michael, the great, never late, Amun Ra. Thank all my divine ancestors, everyone for being here, being present. I'm digging the new level of protection. I'm digging this new love energy. I'm just digging it. I'm feeling groovy. I even got my disco mic out. And in continuation with the lessons for everyone's blessings, I took some notes because it all started with a pen and a pad. So why not continue to learn? And I encourage those that want to learn, that are having some fear when it comes amongst to leaving your environment, your comforts of your home or your community. I advise you all, especially the young women and the young men, to take that leap. Go and interact with diversity, because that is a way you're going to be able to connect your lower self to your higher self. We are made by a God, a creator, a force, someone who's all knowing. So he embedded things in us to where if we activate those things with words, that's why words have power. If we activate our brain with our knowledge bank, we can access our power. That's really what I'm trying to say. So it is always a good thing, and it's always beneficial to you that you learn, because when you know certain things, especially about life, about laws, and especially about who you are, no weapon can be formed against you. So that was a great thing for me to know, and it is good that I chose to um, explore and exercise my freedoms by educating myself. It was a wonderful experience. It really was. So, in math, I learned about order of operations. And I'm going to share that with you all. Order of operations involves PEMDAS. It means, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. That's how it was taught to us in school. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, additions, and subtractions. And look what we have at the end, subtractions. So we'll get back to that. Um, I'm just going to be open and share. I know my energy so much, and it to where I know when my good energy is mixed with some, let's just say, down low energy, I know that all hell breaks loose. So I want to explain to people that think they affected me by taking certain people out of my life and whatever. Baby, you can have it. And let me tell you something. My ancestors wanted me to tell y'all that where y'all are going, you're going to need this. So make sure you get this on your list. Make sure you keep that. Okay? Because as American people who can relate to I'm open, I'm be honest about this. I'm be real honest about this. I had a long season with no Vaseline. But look at God. Got me a super jar. And because I had a season that I didn't have it, and I had a season that people was not using it on me. Oh yeah. And my uncle used to, he taught me about that saying, how people try to handle you with no Vaseline. So for all y'all, make sure y'all get y'all a jar, because I'm telling you, you're gonna need it. And that's just straight up. And I'm gonna let that be it. My ancestor wanted me to tell y'all that. And also, she said that however y'all feel about me, keep feeling it. Keep feeling it. You know why? You know why you feel some type of way about me? Because see, God is a feeling. And I'm a goddess. So I keep people in their feelings. That's my job. See, the people of God, we feel God because He's a feeling. We don't have to visibly see Him, we can feel Him. It's a knowing, a conscious knowing that He is here. So, however you feel about me, keep feeling it. There's more to come. Hallelujah. But anyway, moving right on. You see, I have to get that, I have to woosah that. Woosah that. And that's how you express yourself when you've had no Vaseline moments. You just have to say, hey, I recognize it for what it is, and I accept it, and this is how I feel about it, and I'm moving forward. I'm not going to stop living my best life because people don't want to be accountable and honest with themselves as far as it is to who they are and with their own sexuality. That's not my problem. I'm open, I'm honest with who I am, and where I'm going. And I'm already up yonder. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Shout out to Horus and Anubis down low. God is in control. And I'm grateful for that. And I just want to express how people who were supposed to protect and love me, they lied to me and scapegoated me for their own wrong choices, their own promiscuous lifestyles, their own down low, engagements, and when I got to know myself and my energy, that's when I knew that when my energy was infiltrated with certain energies, I knew all hell broke loose because I could see it around me, but I knew God was protecting me. So I have nothing against that lifestyle. I just don't want any cracks in my foundation. See what I'm saying? I have that right to have a solid, smooth foundation. I have that right to be with someone that's heterosexual. I have that right, and for people to send their partners towards me and pay to get info on me and then accuse me of having certain ailments in my blood, that's wrong. That is so wrong. I go to the doctor more than you take baths. That is so wrong. The first time I seen leprosy was in my family. And had I not educated myself, I would not have known what known disease reminds you of leprosy. And it's unfortunate that they took it that far to seek revenge on me because of decisions they made. I missed out on a great life with my son at the expense of blackmail because of choices others have made. And those were wrong choices. So, yes, I learned what not to do. And another thing my ancestor reminded me of, she said, you know what? And I was just meditating. She said, you had more working credits than 1,000,000+ women on welfare, and they refused to bring you justice. And that's what brought me here today to the order of operations, because I want to remind the government where your help comes from. The people pay, God's people pay for what they produce. The people work and they pay taxes. So your pay comes from what the people produce. So your help comes from the Lord. So just imagine, God is a God that He wants us to be created equal so that He can judge fairly. And that's why He put us on the same playing field. That's why we all work, we all pay taxes, right? But your taxes come from the people. That's why the power has to go back from the people, back to the people. So let's understand how the order of operation relates to the people, because your help comes from the people. And where do the people come from? God. So when you know the problem, why was it so hard to come up with a solution, especially when a human being, a working class citizen, had been investing in how you pay for your produce and how you pay for your light bills, gas, and water? Well, I'm already paying for mine, but it's not through your own path or creativity. You were voted to do the right thing. You were hired with the people's money, with the Lord's money. And I didn't have no choice because I'm obedient to God. So if I'm investing in a government organization, state, local, federal, if I'm investing in my taxes for 40 years plus interest, I don't have a right to justice? Can you hear me now? Order of operations. The power has always been with God and with His people. But there's some people who like to create confusion instead of resolution. Yeah, yeah. Uh, so now that we know the order of operations, we know that the people hire and employ the people that enforce and govern our laws. We know that the people know how to multiply and divide with each other, share with each other. Fair exchange, no robberies. We know that the people know how to add. And now we know that the government know how to subtract from the people. Can you hear me now? What God wants people to know is that since He's been working here and He's been watching all His children and all the people, God knows who are His assets and who are His liabilities. Liabilities are liars. What I'm grateful to God for today is that He enlightened me on these things, and I stayed on my path, on my journey, in spite of um the lovers that were sent in to distract me, the down low lovers. I stayed on my journey. I don't chase them, I replace them, because my gaydar, it stays lit. It's certain people in life that you can't, you're not supposed to lie to. You can't lie, you just can't lie to. And I'm just one of them people. So I had the confidence enough, because see, I'm indirect. I explained to the last liar in my life, I said, don't call me Colette, and don't call me 911. Straight up. When things were happening, I said, you've been defeated. I'm being live and direct. I'm being live and direct. I'm not indirect. I looked at that man. I called everything out. When you lie to someone else, you're really lying to yourself. So I serve a God that sit high and look low. So while you're lying to somebody, He got His hand. He doing like this. He's squishing you like they were squishing the people in Mario Brother. You're going down, 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 just like that. And that's why I keep it moving. It's a lie does not affect the person you lying to. It always affects oneself. So you have to understand that lying and trying to create blockages and obstacles for someone else, you're only doing it to yourself. Because the promises of God are readily available for those who love the Lord. So I just want to share that with you all. And, it's no love lost. I've forgiven. I moved on. But I just think it was a very, very poor decision to those people around me and in my community that partook in these heinous acts to wipe out humanity. Because these people did not like my light. But you cannot have darkness without light. So, life has to have balance. And when I say I'm grateful to God that He deemed me worthy for justice because I acted in obedience, I am really grateful, because see, God Nothing came easy for him. So the devil, while he's creating confusion, he's assuming that we're on his level. While we're seeing things and everything, we're on God's level now. That's why um, you're seeing these different crafts. We're up yonder. You're not